Tennessee Titans fans, Cam Ward's pro day has come and gone, and the Tennessee Titans were there in full force. I'm talking about Brinker. I'm talking about Borgonzi. I'm talking about Callahan. I'm talking about Dave Ziegler, Reggie McKenzie. Who else? The offensive coordinator. I don't even remember his name. They were all in attendance for this pro day. And listen, I won't be 100% positive or sure until Roger Goodell walks up to the podium and says the Tennessee Titans have selected Cam Ward. But man, we are to a point where I would be flat out shocked if the Tennessee Titans do not go with Cam Ward. I would just be shocked at this point. First of all, like we've already talked about, I won't go into it too much because we've already talked about it. What the Titans have done in free agency, signing Brandon Allen, the very definition of a backup quarterback to come in and compete with Will Levis. You don't bring in Brandon Allen to compete for a starting job. They obviously address the offensive line in a major way, bringing in new guys, paying Dan Moore a heck of a lot of money to come play left tackle. All of that. But then today, I know it's pro day. He's throwing against air. I mean, I said on the podcast this morning, Cam Ward's not going to do anything to drop his stock in this pro day. He can only help himself, because you prove that you can make the throws that we already knew you could make. I mean, the film study is really where he shows it. The pro day stuff is all just, something you have to do. But just judging by the images and the videos coming out of this pro day, man, I don't know if you guys have been on Twitter, X, seen the videos of Brian Callahan interacting with Cam Ward. Brian Callahan looks like a little kid on Christmas morning. It's a far cry from the body language that we've seen from Brian Callahan when interacting with Will Levis. We've seen Brian Callahan interacting with Will Levis in the middle of a game. What in the blank are you doing? What are you thinking? Post-game press conferences where he's like, that was awful, what he did. With Cam Ward, Brian Callahan's got a big old smile on his face. He's just giddy. He's laughing. He's just happy to be there. I mean, he could be looking at the guy that's going to save his job. If Cam Ward comes to town and plays well, he could save Brian Callahan's job. Okay, the idea would be that those two are going to be together for years to come. So, Brian Callahan looked thrilled, but not just that, folks. Not just that. At one point, Cam Ward made a throw, and I want to say he was rolling out to his left, and after he made the throw, he ended up standing right in front. It was almost as if God provided this moment on a silver platter. He ended up standing right in front of Chad Brinker and Mike Borgonzi. He made this throw, and he ends up standing right in front of Brinker and Borgonzi, and he looked at him, and he said something to him, and Brinker and Borgonzi looked at each other and laughed, and then they looked back at Cam, and then they looked at each other and laughed again. And they asked Cam on NFL Network, what did you say to Chad Brinker and Mike Borgonzi when you made that throw? And pretty much he told NFL Network, he told them, I'm solidifying it today. I'm proving it today. I'm the number one pick. You better not trade. You better stay where you're at. Do you remember what Cam said a few weeks ago? I am going to make every team that doesn't have me regret the fact that they don't have me. If any teams pass me up, it's going to be a problem for them for years to come. He looked at Mike Borgonzi and Chad Brinker in the eye today and said, I'm sealing the deal right now. Do not trade back. If you know what is good for you, you do not trade back. You stay put and you pick me. Now, I got to tell you, I was quoted early on in the offseason, right after the offseason started. Something that I liked about Shedeur Sanders was the swagger and the confidence and the larger than life persona. I wanted that because I said the Tennessee Titans currently have no character. They have no personality. They have no culture. Maybe Shador and his dad and all of the Sanders lore could bring some personality and character to this team. I'm starting to feel the same way about Cam Ward. Cam Ward has got some swagger. He's got some confidence. He, safe to say, believes in himself. He is willing to bet on himself. He can, yes, he's proven he can make the throws. He can do some incredible things. But this is a dude who seems driven to prove people wrong. He seems driven to prove whatever team that picks him right. And I like the type of culture and personality that Cam Ward could bring to the Tennessee Titans, especially after today. Some other things about this pro day in Miami. Tennessee Titans took Cam Ward to dinner last night. Took him to dinner. All right? So, I mean, you know, what do you do when you're trying to win somebody over? You take them to dinner. You buy them dinner. I mean, goodness gracious, go buy them a meal. Let them get a filet mignon and say it's on the house. Get them a glass of something nice and talk to them about what your future plans are. That's what the Titans did with Cam Ward last night. And according to Ian Rappaport on the NFL Network, the Titans are scheduling another workout with Cam Ward just for their own eyes. Just a personal workout between the Tennessee Titans and Cam Ward. So listen, as I said at the beginning of this video, I'm not going to be 100% sure what they're going to do until Roger Goodell walks up to the podium on April 20, whatever it is. April 24th. It's exactly a month from right now. I'm not going to be 100% sure until that night, but every indication, unless the New York Giants or somebody calls and says, we will give you everything. We will give you everything. But even then, Titans really seem like they like Cam Ward. Callahan, Brinker, Borgonzi, they seem like they really like Cam Ward. They took an entourage to Miami for this pro day. They took an entourage. They were laughing with him. They were cutting up with him. They were talking to him before and after. If they have no intention of taking Cam Ward, then they deserve an Oscar for the acting job that they have put on for especially the last month. Because every move they have made has pointed to Cam Ward. Every single move. Brandon Allen, not going after one of the more serviceable guys like Mac Jones, Jameis Winston, Gardner Minshew, Carson Wentz. You go to the definition of a backup quarterback in Brandon Allen. It just all signs point to Cam Ward. And as I said at the beginning, I will simply be shocked if Cam Ward is not the pick for the Tennessee Titans. What do you think? Did you watch the pro day? What do you think about the pro day? What do you think about, I mean, he looked good. I'm not going to put too much stock into a pro day because he's throwing against air, but he looked good. Made some nice throws. Had a couple of really nice throws. Again, it's against air. So, I mean, I would think the actual film of what he did in college is more beneficial than pro day, but still, did some good things today, had some swagger, had some confidence, and the Titans need that. Tighten up, everybody. Bye.